Don't get me wrong, I love premium AliExpress bangers, and it's still slightly alarming just how good they've become lately. But these lists, way more fun. There's nothing better than digging 15 pages deep, clicking on those dodgy looking listings and somehow uncovering an absolute gem for pocket change. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's kick things off with something seriously cheap and slightly quirky. This digital watch from Chrono D is a fun little retro piece that absolutely screams 1970s design. It's a dual display digital watch built into a case shape so quintessentially cheap 1970s junk watch that it wouldn't look out of place in a photo shoot with a tin of Spam or a space hopper. And although it's clearly inspired by the 1970s, have a proper dig through modern watch listings and you'll struggle to find anything that actually looks like this. But what really caught my attention is the case. Because this isn't some awful chromed base metal job. It's a full stainless steel for about the cost of 3 pints of lager in a southern English pub. Specs are fairly straightforward. A 39mm stainless steel case, mineral crystal, 30 metres of water resistance and a dual display LED digital module. The lug-to-lug and thickness are a bit of a mystery. I couldn't find a measurement anywhere, but given the case shape it should wear fairly compact. And it comes on a very retro stainless steel bracelet that looks like it's an absolute hair nipper. You can get it in a bare steel or black PVD version, and the best bit, 22 quid after the usual sale coupon, which means even if it's not the best watch in the world, that's still a lot of weird retro style for the money. Next up is something many of you have probably seen and overlooked again and again, me included. But a couple of my channel members have actually taken the plunge on this one and told me that they rate it very highly for the money. And frankly, I trust my members with my life, so I'll take their recommendation on board here. I give away all the watches I receive for review, so I can keep the channel as honest and unbiased as possible. The membership fee helps cover the postage and packaging for those giveaways, so if you fancy the chance to grab multiple watches every month, just hit the join button below the video. And while you're there, a like, subscribe and a comment would really help. And if you really love what I do, hyping the video will help the channel grow immensely. Thanks. Right, back to the watch. The North Edge Triton is a surprisingly serious looking dive watch, offered in either titanium or stainless steel. It comes with 300 metres of water resistance, a solar quartz movement and either a matching metal bracelet or a silicone strap, or both. And I think most people would agree, for such a ridiculously low price, it actually looks fantastic, even though it's a bit of a beast. Specs include a 45.8mm case, 51.2mm lug-to-lug and 16.1mm thick. So yes, I wasn't exaggerating on the beast part. You also get a mineral crystal, a 60-click ceramic unidirectional bezel, a solar quartz movement with around 180 days of power from a single charge, the full 300 metres of water resistance and either a steel or titanium bracelet depending on the version, plus a silicone strap. So overall, this looks like a pretty serious bit of kit. And the price? You can pick up the steel version on silicone for about 39 quid with a standard sale coupon, which honestly makes me slightly surprised this hasn't found its way onto more collectors' wrists. Or, in my case, my thigh. This Seastern has been around for donkey's years now, and while the price has crept up a little over time, it's largely managed to sidestep the massive price jumps we've seen from newer AliExpress releases over the last couple of years. So what you're getting here is a mechanical watch from one of the most reliable, slightly more premium brands on the platform, but still at what feels like a fairly old school AliExpress price. And I still don't know why I haven't bought one. The Homage Tangente has been one of my favourite non-sports watches for as long as I can remember. But whenever I've gone for a more premium purchase, I always end up drifting back to the safe and sensible sports watch option. So realistically, this Homage should be my fix without shelling out a few grand the original demands. Maybe this sale is where I finally bite the bullet. What you're getting is that classic Bauhaus look, very clean, nicely proportioned and with a proper small second subdial. And it comes in a bunch of great colours too: baby blue, plum, turquoise, navy and cream. Although knowing me, I'll probably end up buying the boring white one. Specs are nicely balanced as well. A 38mm stainless steel case, 47mm lug to lug and just 9mm thick. So it should wear slim and elegant. You also get a sapphire crystal, BGW9 loom, 50 metres of water resistance, a display case back and the Seagull ST1701 mechanical movement with that small seconds complication. And starting at around £60 with a standard sale coupon, I still think this represents seriously good value for a mechanical watch from a solid brand like Seastern. Cojo is another blast from the early AliExpress past, and to be fair, I'm quite glad it's making a bit of a resurgence. Partly because they're bringing back some more budget-friendly watches which have become a bit scarce lately thanks to the push for more and more premium offerings. But mainly because the name Corgeut, to me, sounds like one of the most European-esque brands on the market, even though apparently it's supposed to be pronounced with a Chinese zing of Corzu. But I'm sticking with Cojo, as in Peugeot, because frankly, that just sounds right to me. And for this list, I picked out this pretty little Railmaster Homage for two reasons. Firstly, it's a bit of a looker, and secondly, it's as cheap as chips. Now this sits right at the very low end of the market, without dipping into brands with names like Bing Bong, Current, or whatever other random word AliExpress sellers comes up with next. So don't expect San Martin levels of finishing, but it should be a competent watch with acceptable build quality. Going by the forums, the leather strap is pretty nasty, and the bracelet leaves a lot to be desired. But thankfully, in my opinion, the denim straps are the pick of the bunch anyway, and conveniently, they're also the cheapest option. Specs include a 41mm stainless steel case, 47.2mm lug to lug and about 11mm thick, which is actually pretty reasonable. You get a sapphire crystal, a screw down crown and case back, although slightly oddly, it still only offers 50 metres of water resistance. Movement options are either a Miyota 8215 or the NH35. And personally, on a watch this cheap, I'd just go with the Miyota and keep the price down, but that's entirely up to you. It comes in charcoal grey, creamy white, or my pick, denim blue. I'm priced at just £43 with the usual sale coupon for the Miyota version on a denim strap. I reckon you could end up with a pretty classy looking everyday watch for not much money at all. Now this Berny might be the closest thing to all the watch you might actually need without any of the fluff you think you need but never use. It's a simple, good-looking three-hander with a day date, but look a bit closer and the dial's got some subtle texture going on. Clearly inspired by the IWC Ingenua, or more realistically the Ixendau Engineer, but thankfully it's not been overcooked. And this thing should weigh basically nothing. You've got a titanium case, a nylon strap and a quartz movement, so on wrist it should feel like you've forgotten to put a watch on. Size-wise it's spot on too. A 38mm case, 43mm lug to lug and just 8.5mm thick, so nice and compact. You also get a sapphire crystal, screw down crown and case back offering 100 metres of water resistance and a simple VJ53 quartz movement. It comes in black, green or navy on a colour matched nylon strap, or you can get it on a titanium bracelet. But personally, I'd stick with a strap rather than paying extra for a bracelet that probably had a few cost-cutting corners shaved off. And at around £48 with a standard sale coupon, it looks like a very honest, good-looking watch for the money. Now when I've talked about SKMEI before, the reaction tends to split right down the middle. People either love them or absolutely hate them. And I get it. For some people, Casio isn't just a brand. It's basically a religion. There are clearly a lot of calculator enthusiasts out there. But I'm pretty agnostic towards Casio. Blasphemous, I know. but my numbers don't lie. The last time I featured a SKMEI, within minutes of the video going live, my affiliate spreadsheet had gone wild with viewers heading straight to AliExpress to grab one. And I can see why. They look good, and they're cheap enough that if they do turn out to be a bit naff, the 10 to 15 quid gamble probably felt worth it anyway. And I'll put my money where my mouth is. So 1 million likes on this video and I'll buy the entire SKMEI range and review them all in one mammoth video. But one I do quite like the look of is the SKMEI Casioak Homage. Especially that multicoloured one with the cream dial and the red and blue accents. It's a bit loud, but in a good way. Specs aren't massively important here, but for the sake of it, you're getting a 43mm plastic and alloy case, mineral crystal, integrated silicon strap and that dual analog digital module with more functions than you can shake a stick at. And coming in at just over 11 quid with a standard coupon. I mean, at that point, who actually cares if the Casio is better? Now this one is Homage in British mica brand Paulin from up in Glasgow. And as a fellow Brit, I should be supporting them. And I do. But it's a World Cup year. And Scotland have somehow actually made it to the tournament. So as an Englishman, we're rivals for the summer. Well, for about 3 games, until Scotland inevitably get knocked out by a footballing giant like Haiti. Sorry, not sorry. But in all seriousness, I do really like what Paulin are doing. But the difference is those are £500 to £900 watches. And this little phantom is coming in at under 30 quid, so I doubt the Scots are losing much sleep over it. Plus, they've got bigger things to worry about, like booking an early flight home from America. What you're actually getting here is a really stylish design, wrapped around what is very much a budget Chinese watch and an equally budget Chinese movement. But honestly, I think that's kind of the point. It's just a fun little thing, nothing more, nothing less. And specs are simple too. A fully polished 36mm stainless steel case, 43mm lug to lug and about 14mm thick. So it's nicely proportioned, but just a bit on the girthy side. You've got an acrylic crystal, 30 metres of water resistance, a NATO strap and the Shanghai 7120 automatic movement inside. So no, it's not a spec monster, and nor should it be. It comes in a few nice dial and handset colour options, and crucially, it's about 25 quid with a standard sale coupon. So yeah, cheap, cheerful, and could actually be a pretty fun little addition to any collection. Another budget sale video, another excuse to bring up this Cadisen Moonwatch Homage, which spec for spec is still better than the original. It has crept up in price over the last couple of years, but in the grand scheme, it's still solid value. The swatch leans hard into the bio-ceramic thing, which still sounds like something you mop a floor with. This, meanwhile, is stainless steel. So straight away, it feels like a proper watch instead of something you get free in a magazine and forget about in a drawer. Sizing's decent as well. 40mm, 47mm lug to lug and 12mm thick. It should wear slightly better than the original, but still retain a bit of presence. Inside you've got a Seiko VK68 Mechaquartz. Not exciting nowadays, but it'll just get on with it, accurate, reliable and no drama. A mineral crystal too, which isn't exactly luxury, but again, at least it's not plastic. Now obviously, it doesn't say Omega on the dial, which, let's be honest, is doing most of the heavy lifting on the real Moonwatch. Strip that away and this is just a better built watch, plain and simple. And at about 38 quid with the sale coupon, it's not quite the buy it without thinking bargain it used to be, but it's still a decent chunk of watch for the money, and one you won't feel slightly embarrassed wearing in public. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.